Black Clover continues to bring the fun. I know the current happenings are intended to be pretty damn serious, but for me at least right now, Black Clover is just an easy and enjoyable read, and sometimes that is all you really need. With the previous chapter, Mereo Leona scorched her name amongst legends by single-handedly annihilating an ancient demon in perhaps a fashion more impressive than even Asta or the first Wizard King, as immediately after she was ready to blaze a path forward and through the invading devils alongside the other mages. Within the castle's interior, Lucifero would thank Morris for his contributions to the cause before extinguishing the life of the wicked scientist in order to accelerate the gates opening even more. As now, the second level of the underworld has opened, causing an absolute flood of low-level devils to spring forth, creatures which Lucifero has the ability to manipulate, allowing him to combine all the devils of the first two layers into a single hulking mass, creating a vessel for his own manifestation. And in retaliation, the Black Bulls would bust out all the stops, doing all that they could to quell the creature's onslaught, save their captain, and protect their world, as the ultra giant Black Bull would arise and clobber the monstrosity. With this latest chapter, we pick up right from there as the bulls manage to hit directly onto the presumed to be head of this thing, and on the interior, it seems like Tabata is not only a fan of high fantasy, but also mecha or Sentai series, as the Black Bulls in the interior of their fortress look like Voltron pilots or Power Rangers. But yeah, Luck managed to pinpoint the locations of Captain Yami and Captain William by way of mana sensory, which he is especially known for. And with that, the bull would outstretch and plunge itself into the creature's flesh, and to emerge atop the bull's exterior would be not in his Ekusu form. He'd soon recognize the captains to be the core of Lucifero's being, as his manifestation was clearly incomplete, and if they could manage to successfully save both of them, then they could prevent Lucifero's manifestation. However, at this point, Lucifero would retaliate, as a crushing weight of gravity would be employed, absolutely dismantling a great deal of the massive bull. And that is despite his incomplete manifestation. Despite his mana being constantly drained by Henry with the aid of Gordon, his magical power was overbearing and overflowing. Rogue was at their limit, protecting the center of the base which housed them, and couldn't help much more than that. Failure was far from an option, as they absolutely could not allow the King of Devils to enter their world in his entirety. Now, several of the nearby mages at this point were unable to move, as they were being crushed by the horrifying weight of the surrounding gravity. As just then, we would have the combined efforts of the first son and first daughter of the Vermilion family, who stood tall despite the adversity and defended the populace with their flames. What is no doubt an excellent example of how much their mana skin training has paid off. The bulls would continue to go hard. They'd spiral their fists drilling into the face of the entity, followed by the unloading of various magical cannons that littered the creature with holes. But in the midst of this assault, Lucifero would again retaliate, outright dismantling the giant bull, a sight which placed fear into the hearts of the many, as they now believed their fates to be sealed, as in their desperation, they would hope for someone to bring them salvation, as the many members of the Black Bulls, with again a very Sentai-esque visual, would reassure themselves that everything would be okay, as one of their members was elsewhere. From a distant snowy clifftop, a now weathered katana would be drawn from within an equally tattered grimoire, as Asta, now wielding the blade of Captain Yami with LIEBE on his shoulder, was ready to renew the hope of the people and save the entire world. And that was the chapter. Clearly a very short one like our protagonist here, but things are getting even more exciting for sure. By now, Asta should be all rested up and ready to go all out, which we can never get enough of. If you're wondering how he managed to make his way over there so quickly, well, remember that he can use the Demon Slayer like a broomstick now and fly at accelerated speeds. He also possesses no mana, making him virtually undetectable by the massive devil. Not that such an entity would even take note of its believed to be lessers anyways. Now, despite the bull having been destroyed like this, the Black Bulls themselves haven't really sustained any damage and are all healed thanks to Charmy's food if they were injured before. And so far, 5 of them have yet to really do anything against this creature, so I'm really looking forward to what they bring to the table. It has been really nice seeing our less present members lead the charge for a change, however. When it comes to Asta's various swords, we still don't really know what this katana is capable of, so seeing what it is able to actually do in the hands of him now using his Devil Union form is going to be insane. And even more so than ASTA, this is a major moment for LIEBE for sure. To face the devil responsible for their mother's end is going to be absolutely mind-boggling. Truly, I wonder if this is going to be the moment in which ASTA is able to recognize that LIEBE is essentially his brother. Certainly plenty to look forward to, and hopefully we can look forward to you being here as well with us along the way by subscribing to Plot Armor with notifications on. Because when it comes to bringing you some of the best Black Clover content on the platform, Plot Armor has you covered. As always, I'm SliceOtaku. Thank you all so much for watching and have an awesome day. I love you.